Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Industry Insight, a brand new series by REM Times, where we get to not only meet different industry personalities, but also get an insight into various topics that are currently creating a buzz in the market. I am Megha Anthony, the senior editor of REM Times. Now, with the heat really picking up in the region, I thought what better to start the series with than district cooling. Now, last month, we witnessed a massive announcement with respect to Dubai's new regulations covering the tariffs on district cooling. Now, this new regulation reduces not only excessive billing, but also brings in transparent processes in dealing with property owners facing heavy arrears. Now, REM Times also reported the various reactions from the industry, and you can find the link to the article below. Now, giving us an international perspective on the importance of district cooling and why it's important for the management sector to take this seriously is our guest today, Ms. Dawn M. Bauman.
Hi, Megha.
Hi, Dawn.
Hi there. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
The pleasure is all ours. Now, just to give you a small introduction about Ms. Dawn, she is a Senior Vice President, the Government and Public Affairs, and Executive Director and Foundation for Community Association Research. Ms. Dawn M. Bauman has worked for CAI for nearly 20 years at both the international and chapter level. So welcome, Dawn, again, and thank you for taking time out for us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So, Dawn, I understand that you and your team have produced nearly 50 public policy initiatives impacting the community association's housing model. So I want to start off by asking you about your reaction to this regulatory move by the Dubai government, especially when you look at what is going on internationally.
Sure, thank you. The regulation, as I know it, is consistent with CAI public policy in that we support energy efficiency, we support environmental sustainability for condominium and homeowners associations. To have a structure in place that will help provide some clear regulations and expectations to building owners can be very valuable. Of course, there's always a concern about who's paying for an energy audit or who's paying for initiatives that will help keep a building efficient and minimize energy usage. So that's something that we here in the US look at regularly. So to make sure that there are not regulations that overly burden a building owner, if there is no funding for that initiative to be accomplished.
Right. So can you point out the importance of energy monitoring and energy management practices, especially in the day-to-day operations?
Sure, I'll give a couple of examples. And we have a best practice report. The Foundation for Community Association Research has an energy efficiency best practice report. And I'll provide a link to that for you, Megha.
Sure.
But a couple of case studies that exist in that best practice report include an energy audit for the entire building to determine what may be changed or updated so that that building is more efficient. So in one example, you will see a condominium building transition from gas to electric energy usage. And there's not only is that more energy efficient, but it also creates a greater environmental sustainability, and certainly it mitigates the expense to the individual owners. There are other solutions in addition to converting an energy system. It could be just looking at the windows, replacing the windows, looking at with energy efficient windows, creating some insulation solutions. Many of the buildings here in the US, the condominium and housing cooperative buildings, 65% of them are older than 30 years old, and some of them may not have the insulation and energy efficiency they need. So to have an energy audit, somebody come in, a professional come in and conduct an audit to see what could be changed to make that building more efficient certainly is something that we encourage community association managers to do and to consider.
It's so interesting to see so many similarities, and I know that a lot of the people over here in the region can relate to that as well. So lastly, before we run out of time, I want to ask your advice. How can one enhance the sense of energy conservation in communities that involves all the stakeholders?
Well, that's what we do, right? So Community Associations Institute is about building community, and that's about having conversations with homeowners to educate them on what's important in that community. Sometimes that can be difficult because there may be a difference of opinion related to where owners would like to spend their money in the building, whether they would like to conduct an energy audit or not. But so often, if a community association manager engages a professional in an energy audit and brings that information to the owners transparently and completely, and educating them on how potentially money could be saved, because that's often going to happen. These building owners will save money with an investment of some initiatives. In addition, we'll be reducing our carbon emissions, we'll be a more sustainable and environmental friendly country if we continue to move forward with some energy efficiency and sustainability initiatives in our buildings.
Okay, thank you so much, Dawn. That certainly was an insightful conversation, and we certainly hope that this kind of kickstarts a series of conversation, because I understand that this is something that we cannot really comprise in 15 minutes. So we got some really good key insights from you, and especially on this heated topic, if I may ask, if I may add. So with that, we come to an end of this episode, and we sure hope that you enjoyed this one, and we encourage you to leave your comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So until next time, this is Megha Anthony from Rem Times.